Did the week go to plan? No. No, it did not. This week I had planned on journaling 4 days a week. That did not happen. It happened twice. I planned for my screen time to be down to about 4 hours or 3.5, which would be even better. My average screen time is about 7.5, almost 8. I wanted to make my dinner every night. That also did not happen. That happened better than expected. I did make my own dinner 4 out of 5 days. Not bad. I did go to the gym. I did get incredibly overwhelmed this week and was unable to do 90% of the things that I had planned to. But that's okay. What we're going to do, because I am slightly upset with myself for failing a week and a half into my goal of self-improvement, basically, because this is no longer just, hey, I don't want to burn out. This is, I want to be setting myself up to be a more sustainable, better human. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little pause, and restart. I know that it's okay that I have, it's not even like a mess up, because this is a very like, I'm doing this for me. But mentally it's still like, well, I screwed up. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I tried. I made the attempt. I tried. But I don't want to do that anymore. So we're going to take a little stop, and we're going to reset. So it's Friday evening. I'm going to let myself have this evening to be like, I messed up. Damn it. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to reset, because it is okay. And it is going to be okay, because nobody is hurt. Nobody but myself is upset. And it's going to be okay. Good morgen. It is Saturday. It is now 6:54. It's so adorable that I can't sleep in on the weekends. Love it here. But it is Saturday. I spent last night trying to relax, and after being upset with myself for the failure of a week, it wasn't really that bad, but the brain tends to catastrophize things when things don't go to plan, so it's okay. Today, I have yoga this morning, I have date night with my partner, and I have a pole dance class. I love my pole dance class. It brings me joy every week. I also talked to my dietitian yesterday about making sure that I have enough snacks to go throughout the field day. It seems like I'm going to be in the field a lot more here in the near future. But none of that is actually that important today, because today we're going to reset and get ready to actually be able to take care of myself this week. Because I set myself up pretty well last week, but I think I can do a little bit better at setting myself up food-wise. I did go through that with my dietitian with some meal planning ideas. And setting myself up to just get home from work and be able to instantly like go into the other productive things that I want to do, instead of getting home from work and going, oh God, there's a lot of things on that list. I can't. And then just sitting down. So I'm going to try to get myself a little bit better set up this week, figure out what worked and what didn't work for last week so that I can adjust and it's time for me to make myself a coffee and get breakfast.
So the Mocha Pot is actually completely new. This is my first time using it. But let's go ahead and get into what this week is actually going to look like when it comes to mental, physical, and emotional preparation. Like I said, last week got incredibly overwhelming, and I think I started trying to do too much too fast when it came to avoiding burnout. Which, I mean, can happen. You get into this mood where you're like, I can do everything and anything all at once. Which, for some people that works, but for the vast majority of the population, that just does not work and is not sustainable. This week, we're really going to focus on more of the physical health aspects of avoiding the burnout and trying to just, in general, live healthier, feel better, which, to me, the physical aspects include the hydration, the eating, the meal prepping, the gym, and if I can pull in some of the psychological, so the meditation, the mindfulness, then that's a plus, but I'm not going to be too hard on myself if all that happens this week is that I have time to go to the gym on the schedule that I would like to and actually be actively present in the gym, which, yes, I'm aware that is still, like, psychological. But the main focus there is the physical. Because also part of the physical is not having my phone in my hand, which the gym that I go to does not allow cell phones in the gym. We love. It's fantastic. So I think that needs to be really the goal this week. And if I have time or don't feel overly kind of mentally exhausted, because I know what this week looks like at work, I know that it's going to be a lot. And I think going into the week already knowing that is both a positive and a negative, because on the one hand, I know that I'll be able to handle it. On the other hand, it's going into the week pre-stressed out. So if I can try to find ways to mitigate the psychological aspect of that, absolutely I'm going to do that. But the main focus does, I think, this week need to be physically working out, getting my endorphins in, which will help the psychological, as well as making sure that I am eating 2 to 3 times a day, hydrating more than just once a day, and really hammering down getting the physical aspects of what I want to do to avoid burnout and to feel better, and getting that habit locked in now.
Here is my outfit for pole. I'm feeling really bloated today. So we will be hopefully doing okay and feeling okay physically, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, not too bad of a weekend. As you saw, I got my room and the bathroom clean and tested out my new Mocha Pot, which is very exciting. That might be the best cup of coffee that I've ever actually made myself. And I have an espresso machine. And espresso, not Nespresso. I've been told that I allied my words. Any hoozles. Like I mentioned, this week we're really going to focus on the physical aspects of taking better care of myself, which is going to be the meal prepping and the going to the gym parts. At the moment, I do go twice a week, or at least I try to. This week I think I'm going to try to hit 3 times, which isn't a huge change, but it is a substantial enough goal adjustment that I think in the long run it will help me to feel better, because psychologically, whenever you work out, you get endorphins. Endorphins make you feel good. Yeah, you can. There's lots of videos on that topic that I'm sure that somebody that is immensely smarter than me in that portion of humanity can do and can explain way better than I can. If it's not osteology, I'm out. Basically. That's about it for this week. So, gym, meal prepping, physically trying to do things. If I get some psychological, mental, or spiritual assistance somewhere, then fantastic. If not, it is okay. But I think making the goals smaller is a little bit more achievable, and not trying to do all of it at once, which is my bad. That's my bad. I am aware that that is not actually how a lot of things work, and that it does take more than just a week. So I had Friday to be upset with my failure that's not actually a failure. I had Saturday to kind of like decompress and get things set up. I finally got all my laundry done. That took so long for me to do. We love field work multiple weeks in a row and then just kind of leaving the clothes. Don't do that. That's actually like really gross, and I'm kind of upset with myself that I did that. But we're moving on because Friday was the time to be upset. It's Sunday now. I got to see the Hadestown Pro shoot with my mom. That was awesome. I haven't cried that much in years. I lie. I cried during Project Hail Mary. I can't lie. But that's about it for this week. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and find a community that loves you for you, not what you can do for them.